It wasn't meant to go viral, just another junior event on a humid afternoon in Florida. But the moment Charlie Woods stepped up to the tee, every eye locked in. By the time he walked off the 18th green, having gone toe-to-toe with top-ranked amateurs and emerged victorious, the golf world had already taken notice. This wasn't just a proud father moment. It felt like a generational warning shot. Tiger Woods wasn't just watching, he was pacing the fairways like it was a Sunday at Augusta, his eyes tracking every swing, every putt. And when Charlie sank that final birdie, the crowd erupted, and Tiger's face broke into something rare, pure, unfiltered pride. He pulled his son in, whispered something only Charlie could hear, and smiled like a man witnessing the future take shape before his eyes. For once, the GOAT wasn't the headline, the kid was. Media outlets exploded with headlines like "Charlie Woods stuns the field" and "Tiger's legacy just leveled up." Analysts agreed. This wasn't just a strong round, it was a statement. Charlie wasn't simply writing a legacy, he was forging his own. Overnight, the name Woods gained new meaning. Social media lit up, as fans who had grown up watching Tiger now shared clips of Charlie with their own kids. "This swing," one user wrote, "isn't copied, it's inherited." Even PGA pros took notice. One remarked, "I've played against Tiger, I'm not sure I want to face his son." It was as if fear itself had been passed down a generation. The question now wasn't whether Charlie Woods had what it takes, but how far he would go and how quickly. Was this the next chapter in Tiger's legacy, or the beginning of a brand new story? He didn't just arrive, he announced himself. Cameras were already rolling, but no one expected what came next. At the PNC Championship, Tiger and Charlie teed it up side by side, once again father and son sharing the stage. They'd played together before, but this round felt different. The air was electric, and Charlie wasn't just along for the ride, he was owning the moment. The world came to watch Tiger, but stayed for Charlie. Then it happened. One smooth swing, one perfect strike, Charlie Woods aced the par 3. A hole-in-one, not during practice, but in front of roaring fans, live cameras, and his legendary father. Tiger didn't just give his usual fist pump, he dropped his trademark composure and burst into raw, unfiltered joy, rushing over to embrace his son and holding him tight. For a moment, golf stood still and Tiger let go. And then came the most unexpected sight of all. Ellen Nordegren, Tiger's ex-wife, joined them. After years of public distance, she stepped in, and the three-lin Tiger and Charlie shared an embrace that felt more meaningful than any trophy was. Perhaps the most human moment Tiger has ever had on a golf course. The red shirt was there, but this time, it wasn't about the legend, it was about family. Tiger's greatest comeback didn't happen on a leaderboard. It happened in a hug. Commentators caught it instantly. One said Tiger looked like a dad first, and a legend second. And they were right. For years, Tiger protected his emotions, like a scorecard, tight-guarded, unreadable. But that day he didn't bother hiding a thing. Pride, vulnerability, and awe were written all over his face. Even the GOAT had tears in his eyes. Suddenly, the public saw a different Tiger, not the 15-time major champion, but a father watching his dream take shape through his son. This wasn't about the comeback of a champion, it was about the rise of an heir. For once, Tiger wasn't the story, Charlie was. And he wasn't just stepping out of his father's shadow, he might be reshaping it. Not long after the PNC Championship, Charlie was back in the headlines. This time on his own merit, competing in an AJA event stacked with elite junior talent. He didn't just hold his own, he dominated. His shot-making left even veteran coaches stunned. The New York Post called it the biggest win of his young career, and with that, the whispers faded. Belief took their place. Tiger, of course, was there, but not as the spotlight. He walked every hole beside Charlie.com, focused, offering quiet advice, matching his son's pace. And when Charlie sealed the win with a cold-blooded birdie on the 18th, Tiger didn't cheer like a coach or smirk like a superstar, he just smiled. A father, watching his legacy come to life. This wasn't the look of a legend, it was the look of a father watching a dream he never pushed, but fully embraced, take on a life of its own. The spotlight was no longer Tiger's, it had become Charlie's runway. Social media exploded. Memes, swing comparisons, side-by-side videos flooded every platform. Commentators stopped calling him Tiger's son and started referring to him as Charlie Woods, the golfer. No longer a novelty, he was now a competitor. Some even predicted he might soon qualify for PGA Tours or make waves in USGA events before college. The fan base didn't just follow, they shifted. Even ESPN declared this the moment the narrative changed. Charlie wasn't living in anyone's shadow anymore. He was casting one shadow built not on legacy, but on undeniable talent. That quiet storm was now starting to look like a serious threat to junior and amateur fields across the country. The last name got him noticed, but the swing made them stay. And just like that, a kid once seen as a side story had become the main headline. This wasn't about being Tiger's boy, it was about becoming golf's next big thing. This wasn't a cameo, this was a takeover. Tiger Woods didn't become the most iconic golfer of his generation by playing it safe. He was built on discipline, obsession, and silence from his teenage years through his final majors. He kept the world at arm's length. You saw the results, but never the soul. Then came Charlie and something changed. While Tiger built his game inside a fortress of silence and intensity, Charlie enters tournaments with a light-hearted swagger and laser-sharp focus. He jokes with Tiger between shots, walks with calm confidence, and plays with joy not pressure. It's clear he's not here just because of his last name, but because he loves the game. Where Tiger was armor, Charlie is air. And here's where it gets compelling. Tiger isn't just watching anymore, he's evolving. Over the past few years, he's transformed from the stoic icon to a fully engaged mentor and open-hearted father. Whether he's walking every hole, offering swing tips, or embracing Charlie after a clutch finish, Tiger is showing sides of himself he never let the world see in his prime. Pride now lives where pressure once ruled. Analysts are asking aloud, is this Tiger's redemption arc? Not just from scandals or surgeries, but from the emotional walls he built, the intensity that once consumed him. Maybe this is his second shot, not in golf, but in life. Through Charlie, Tiger gets to become the guide he never had. His comeback isn't just physical, it's generational. He's not building a replica, he's creating something greater. Not a clone, but a complete player, one shaped by love, support, and freedom. And if Charlie does become a champion, it won't just be because of talent. It will be because of the man who finally learned to lead with heart. Tiger isn't just raising a golfer, he's rewriting his own legacy. Charlie Woods is no longer just a kid with a legendary last name. He's a rising name in his own right, with real headlines, real highlights, and real hardware. But now the question every sports dynasty must face emerges: what happens next? The fairy tale has begun, but where will it go from here? Some insiders say the next step is college golf, likely at a top NCAA program where Charlie can sharpen his skills under the national spotlight. Some believe Charlie's path runs through college golf. Others think PGA Tour University might fast-track him into the professional ranks. And then there's the wild card, the idea that Charlie skips the traditional route entirely and turns pro before 20. The roadmap ahead is blank, and that's what makes it so thrilling and dangerous. Tiger has remained intentionally quiet about long-term plans, but the signs are there. He's investing in youth events, spending more time walking junior circuits, and speaking openly about guiding the next generation. Close friends say he's mentoring Charlie with purpose, as if preparing him for something far bigger, a major debut, a global stage, perhaps even Augusta. It's not about if anymore, it's about when. Picture it: Charlie Woods walking up the 18th fairway at the Masters, tied for the lead, silence sweeping across Augusta. His caddy, Tiger Woods, wearing the green jacket, not as a competitor, but as a father. It sounds like a fantasy, but the growing media buzz around it feels like destiny. The most dominant golfer of the last 30 years may soon return, not swinging a club but holding a towel, guiding his son through golf's most sacred moments. But let's be clear, this isn't just a continuation, it's a transformation. The Woods name isn't echoing through the sport because of what was, but because of what will be. For the first time, Tiger's pride isn't rooted in past glory, it's aimed forward, at a future only one young golfer can write. And this time, Tiger's pride isn't about reclaiming greatness, it's about passing it on.